very large, very difficult, very long-term, heavily weighted assignment is due for my class on Friday the 13th. Yes, I planned it that way. I am not cruel, only slightly twisted. It is now 7:28 a.m., and I'm expecting the first knock on my office door within the next 124 seconds. You see, over the years, I've come to expect a particular phenomenon on this most weighty of mornings. I call it affectionately the hour of desperation. Not cruel, twisted. Before the first bell for school begins to ring, I expect to have a plethora of students coming to me with myriad excuses of why they should have an extension on this most important project. Please be advised that though the students you are about to see would come with all manner of excuse, I have never once granted a single solitary extension. Whoever might that be, enter.
Good morning, Miss Kobakineski.
Yes, it is a good morning. The morning of Friday the 13th, to be exact.
All right. Can I talk to you about my assignment?
You mean the one that's due today? At the beginning of class? In a mere 43 minutes?
That one, yes.
Talk away.
I was wondering if I could maybe, could I bring in some other class members first?
Different. Feel free.
Okay, guys, come on in. So you see, to better explain what I have to, explain, I thought it'd be helpful to have some of my friends here to sort of give you a better picture of what I mean.
For illustrative purposes then. How creative. How delightful. Good morning, illustrative students.
Good morning, Mrs. Kobakineski.
Now, Jane, that you have your gang here, your posse, how may I help?
I really need an extension on the assignment.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
And why do you need extension on this monolithically important assignment?
Because, well, you see, I never really understood the assignment.
Never understood it? Well, Jane, you see, in the survey I've taken over the past 23 years, never understood it ranks very high on the survey. In fact, it's number 4, with the exception of back in 1998, when for some reason it rose to the top of the charts. Regardless, I have never granted an extension for that reason, not one.
But Miss Kobakineski, this is different.
Really?
Yes, my lack of understanding runs very deep. And I'm pretty much stupid.
Well, that's not an admission I hear every day. Continue.
Everybody here will tell you that, right, Zach?
Jane is really dumb, Mrs. Kobakineski, and I say that as her boyfriend.
Really?
The word morons isn't beginning to capture it, ma'am.
Yeah, see?
I must say, I remain unconvinced, Jane.
No, I really don't understand things. I never have. When I was a little kid on the playground, I didn't even understand how to play.
Hey Jane, catch!
Don't you even know how to catch?
Sure I do. Sort of. Actually, no.
Hold your hands up.
Not like that, up and out.
No. Put them like this. Now just stay like that, okay?
Okay.
And catch the ball when it comes to you, right?
Right.
Here it goes. I throw it to her.
Caught it. Now I throw it to her.
Caught it. Now I throw it to her.
Caught it. Now, Jane, I throw it to you.
Got it! Did I do it? Are you getting the picture, Miss Kobakineski? I never understood things.
Fascinating.
Yeah, really. I mean, I'd be all over the playground not understanding things. Hi, can I play?
Sure, jump in.
Jump in what?
Jump in and start jumping.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
I'm jumping.
What about the row?
Does it want to jump too?
You know what?
What?
I think those kids over there want to play with them.
Yeah, I don't think the kids over there didn't want me either. And neither did the kids over there or anywhere because I just didn't understand anybody.
Well, this is quite a tragic tale.
Yeah, and it's even sad too.
One question though, Jane. Why, if you didn't understand the assignment, did you wait until now to say something?
Oh, because that's what I am too. I understand things when I really don't. At first, anyways.
Jane, don't you understand that combing your cat's hair with a blowtorch is a bad thing?
Yes? No.
So Jane, is it?
Yes, officer?
Don't you understand that weaving in between telephone poles is an unsafe practice?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Or, no.
Jane, don't you understand that plantering nuclear devices could lead to disaster?
Oh, yes. I most definitely do understand that. Yes, yes. Actually, I was sort of clueless about that one. Sorry. So you see, when you explained all those things about the assignment and you asked,
Does everyone understand?
Is that supposed to be me? Take it in a lower key then.
Does everyone understand? How's that?
Abysmal, but never mind.
right. Anyway, when you explained all the things about the assignment and you asked if everyone understood, I said, yes, yes, yes. But now I'm coming to you because now I know that I don't understand, which is understandable because I never understand anything, including what I just said.
So Jane, you need an extension on the assignment because you did not comprehend it.
Yes.
Let me think. No.
But,
And to be sure you understand me, I will give it to you in 5 different languages.
Ms. Colbert, can I ask you?
English? No. German? Yet. Swedish? Nay. French? None. Sign language?
So you're saying I can't have an extension?
I think you understood me. Congratulations! Leave now. And so it begins. That is the various pleas I've heard, I would give about a 6.5. Bringing in fellow classmates was a variation, but one I should have expected, seeing as kids do everything together these days, from going to the bathroom, to instant messaging, to jumping off the sides of buildings tied together with strands of linguine. Saw that on the Discovery Channel last night. Ah, more joy arrives. Enter.
Mrs. Kobakaneski.
Miss Maxine Unfordorfer. Good morning.
And a good morning right back at you, ma'am.
How can I help you this fine Friday the 13th?
Well, it's about the project due today, Mrs. Kobakaneski.
Project? Project? Oh yes, you mean the hugely significant one I assigned early last month, that if you did not complete on time, you would undoubtedly fail the course?
The very one, ma'am. We are on the same page.
Same page, same book, same shelf, same library.
Right back at you, ma'am. You are very clever.
I know. So, what's your excuse?
Excuse is not quite the word I would use, Mrs. Kobakaneski. It's more like, what's my epiphany?
Epiphany?
Epiphany.
Consume time.
Oh, that word never fails you, ma'am.
So, get on with it, Maxine. I am sure others are waiting.
Indeed they are. For the purpose of better explaining my particular dilemma, I was wondering if I might bring in a couple of my classmates as visual and auditory aids.
Seems to be a trend. Go on.
Thank you, ma'am. Your sense of humor is only exceeded by your generosity.
And your psychophantishness is only exceeded by your baloney.
I will look that term up at another time. Thank you for expanding my vocabulary.
Get on with it.
Right. First, if I may, I need to set the stage. Picture, if you will, my room, my walls.
Sturdy, straight, dependable.
My bed.
Soft, warm, welcoming.
My desk.
Hard.
And the chair at my desk. Well,
Well, what? chair. Chairs don't speak. Everybody knows that.
So that's my room, and here I am in it, just as I was last night. In fact, in this very room, surrounded by these very walls. Stupendous walls! Sitting in front of this very desk. Hard. At this very chair.
No comment.
I was typing my project for you, Mrs. Kobakaneski.
You don't say.
I do say indeed. In fact, I was nearly done when my bed caught my attention.
Hey, Max. Nap time.
I thought, hey, why not? Just a brief bit of shut-eye so I could be refreshed and ready to put the finishing touches on the old Kobakaneski project.
The old what?
The old Mrs. Kobakaneski project.
Go on.
Well, you see, you might think that this is pointless, but ma'am, I've never been pointless in my life, and I am not about to start now. Not with so much at stake.
Get to it then.
To what?
The point.
Right. So, I was just getting into the early stages of REM sleep when suddenly,
What?
glad I have your attention, ma'am. I had a vision. I looked up, and I'm certain I was no longer dreaming, Mrs. Kobakaneski, and I saw an angel come into my room. She stood. The light was shining through her ring so brightly, I could barely see enough already with the music.
You had a vision of an angel in your room last night?
Yes, I did. And not only that, it spoke to me. It said my name,
Max.
the long version.
Maxine.
I spoke to it. I tend to think it's a good idea to speak to your visions when they call your name. Yes, oh angel.
Maxine Ophelia Unfordorfer.
I'm here, sweet angel of light who comes to me in the night.
Kneel before me.
I'm kneeling already, mighty angel of brightness who comes to me the night before I have a big paper due. You see, even in moments of religious fervor, your class is never far from my thoughts.
The vision, Maxine. Came on with it.
Angel, why have you come?
I have come to proclaim thee, Maxine Unfordorfer, the leader of a new religion that will spread across the face of the earth.
A new religion.
A new religion.
A new religion?
A new religion.
New religion?
If thou asketh again, thou wilt be struck dead.
New religion, gotcha!
Bend thine ear to my instruction, Maxine Ophelia Unfordorfer.
And so I bent my ear, believe me. It was amazing. The angel spelled out all kinds of rules and guidelines for this brand new religion I'm supposed to start.
Do tell.
I certainly will tell. The angel told me how to dress,
Thou shalt wear polka dots only.
how to recruit other members,
Thou shalt hit them on the head and bribe them with heroes.
and even my special diet.
Of all food and drink shall you freely eat and drink, save those beginning with the sound ch.
Which was a bummer because I really love chowder. Anyway, the angel went on and on for practically an hour. And I recorded it all into a book that'll one day be called M.O. Unfordorfer Bible.
So, from now on, you'll be wearing polka dots, bribing people with Tootsie Rolls, and avoiding chocolate?
Chocolate? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to ask for an exception on that one. No, see, the angel said I don't have to start my new religion just yet.
Really?
Thou shalt begin the practices and proselytizing of the new religion of Unfordorferism when thou art 38 3/4 years of age.
Really?
Yeah, true story. So, you see, Mrs. Kobakaneski, there's a reason that I can't turn in the project today. And it's because, well, what happens if I work on the holy days?
Well, you make all Fridays falling on the 13th day of the month are the holy days. And if you submit any work, you can't submit any work on Fridays falling on the 13th day of the month upon pain of death, hell, and endless torment.
So, all this has written to say that you, Maxine, need an extension on this project because it's against your religion?
Death, hell, endless torment, Mrs. Kopkaneski. That is what I'd be dealing with.
Well, you see, Maxine, I have a private religion of my own.
Did an angel appear to you, ma'am?
Yes, in the form of 23 years teaching experience. Do you know what hell is in my religion, Maxine?
No, indeed, ma'am.
Hell is light work, which I will never accept. Hell is granting extensions, which I will never do. So, you see, Maxine, it's your eternal damnation over mine.
Well, what if I told you the angel authorized me to pay you 1/2 of all the religious donations I will eventually collect?
Out, Maxine!
Darn it all to heck!
Curiouser and curiouser. Wonderful entertainment, isn't it? I can't turn in my project because it's against my religion. That one I've heard every other year. But this? An angel appeared to me in my room last night and dictated the tenets of Alfredorfism, which I will not start till 38.5.
3/4!
3/4. Fantastic, and only the form of pure desperation. I have to tell you, this is my Christmas. Ha! Another gift arrives. Enter.
Hi, Mrs. Kopkaneski. Can I come in?
Did I not just say enter?
Yeah, you did. Can I come in?
Yes, Diane. Come in.
Thanks. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Enough.
Hi.
Diane, why are you here?
I'm here, Mrs. Kopkaneski, because I need an extension on my project because I forgot.
You forgot? That's
Uh-huh.
it? Diane, over the past 23 years, I have had the excuse, I forgot, given to me 367 times. I could have a student come into me every day, including holidays and weekends, with the excuse, I forgot for a whole year, and still not reach that total. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
So you come to me with the most cliche of all cliche excuses and present it to me with no embellishment whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
I am deeply disappointed. The answer is
No.
yes. Now,
I mean, not like your no, that I can't have an extension. My no was for no, I didn't forget the project. My forgetting runs much deeper than that.
a deeper forgetting, possibly promising. Go on.
Well, actually, I need to bring in...
Some fellow classmates? Yes, it's become a trend.
Well, that's no. I mean, not no to the trend, but no to them being my classmates. Because, see, the truth is... Come on in, you guys. The truth is, these are all my identical twins. Or, not really twins, but my identical tentuplets.
Hi. If thou saidst that again, thou will be struck dead.
But you can see the family resemblance.
So you're claiming that every one of these people is your
Twin, yes.
You look nothing like you.
Not true. See, look. Nose, nose. Eyes, 2 of them on me, 2 on her. See that? She has teeth. I have teeth. Smile big. Right elbow, right elbow. On the same side of her body. Collar.
Diane, I understand your point. What about him? He's a boy?
She's going through a phase. You know how it goes.
Look. Wrong hair color. Wrong eye color. Wrong skin color.
I've talked to them about using so much makeup.
I'm having a hard time deciding whether this one is interesting or just plain exasperating. Okay, for the sake of the argument, let's say that you are all identical twins.
Oh, we are. You can really see it when we do this. Amazing, isn't it? Or check this out.
Accepted, done, established. You are all identical twins. No more proof, please.
Hey, my goodness.
Okay, well, you want to know what else, Mrs. Kopakaneski? Want me to tell you what else?
Diane,
Yes.
why did they do that?
Well, because that's what else I was going to tell you about. Not only are we identical twins, we all have the same name. My parents decided that would be the easiest way to deal with the situation. You know how it is for parents when they have to go through more than one name and they're trying to call one kid? They go,
Josh, Sue, Peter, Paul, Mary, Rasputin? Whichever one you are, get in here.
yeah, like that. Only my parents avoid all that because we all have the same name. So they just go,
Diane!
Yeah, Mom?
isn't that handy?
Yes. Handy, mildly interesting, but completely absurd. Diane.
Yes.
You, Diane. Just you. Now, you came in here saying that you need an extension on the project because you forgot.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. See, the thing is, it's not that I forgot the project, it's that I forgot if I was the one to be able to forget it. I mean, maybe it wasn't even me.
Rephrase for the purposes of increased clarity, please.
I am Diane.
So am I.
Me too.
Ditto.
We're all Diane.
Hello. Nice to meet you. We are Diane.
Okay. You can really see the family resemblance. But they don't look
Anything like you.
Well, you see, the other day I said, when I cook marshmallows over the fire, I like to burn them all black on the outside.
No, you don't. That's me.
Oh yeah, right.
You're the one that thinks that could be carcinogenic.
No, she doesn't. I think that.
So you see how it goes, Mrs. Kopakaneski? I could swear I had my tonsils removed. When I looked in the mirror, they were still there. Which one of me had my tonsils removed?
That was me. I got to eat shepherd for a week. No, it wasn't. It was me. And the wound got infected, and I almost died! Wait a minute. That's my story. For that time, I got a gash in my leg after jumping out of a speeding automobile in order to escape the kidnappers who snatched me from the store and changed my sneakers so I wouldn't be recognized. But then the security guard stopped them and screamed, "You're not going to put that little girl on the side of a milk cart, you scoundrels!"
That happened to us?
I think so.
No, it didn't. I only dreamt that.
Oh.
So you see how it goes, Mrs. Kopakaneski? It's not just a matter of forgetting the assignment, it's a matter of forgetting my very own identity.
So, you are all Diane.
Yes.
And you are all identical twins.
Yes.
Now let's have some fun. And you all live in the same house.
Yes.
Now to stick her to the wall like some rare Egyptian moth at an insect exhibit. So you're all Diane, and you all live in the same house, in the same town. And that would mean you would go to the same school and have all the same teachers, of which I am one. So therefore, you all have the project due today.
She's Diane!
You were saying. Go on.
Well,
Yeah?
never mind, I'm leaving. You guys really stink, you know that?
Ah, those fresh and funny young people. I can't turn in the assignment because I've forgotten who I am. Unique, unique, unique. I'll have to write that one down. Oh, look at the time. The hour of desperation is too soon drawing to a close. I'll imagine I'll still hear from a few more. Enter.
Mrs. Kopakaneski, can I have an extension on the project? I broke up with my girlfriend last night.
Boo-hoo. Next.
Ma'am, my mother ran over my writing kid with her hammer.
Suck it up. Next.
Please, 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 can I?
Your pleas are like fleas. They bother me. Next.
Mrs. Kopakaneski, my alarm clock did not go off this morning.
Your talk didn't tick but that's not my problem. Next! And now, the last and final individual pleading fruitlessly for an extension I have not granted in 23, soon to be 24 years. Come on in.
Mrs. Kolby-Kneski,
Amanda, you look upset.
I am very upset.
Distraught.
Extremely distraught, ma'am.
Despondent, needy, in other words, beautiful. What seems to be the trouble?
Well, it's about the homework.
You mean the hugely significant one that I assigned early last month?
That homework, yes.
Go on.
And my dog.
Oh no. Please do not tell me that this is my last and final gift. Talk about coal in your stocking. Amanda, did you just say this is about your homework and your dog?
Yes?
Really?
Yes?
So, why? What did your dog do with your homework?
Well,
Well, what?
you see, Mrs. Kolby-Kneski, I have had an extremely rough night.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Because for me, it was like the night before Christmas. Except, it was actually the night before Friday the 13th.
I have to explain what happened last night. Do you mind if I...
Bring in a troop of companions to help you speak? Yes, it's become a trend. Go on.
Thank you. Come in, guys.
So I've seen the latest Star Trek.
Yeah. You see, I've had an extremely rough night.
Again, that's a shame, because it was like the night before Christmas for me.
Okay, but it was bad for me because
Maybe you better give some background first, Amanda. Yeah, take it slow.
you may not realize this, Mrs. Kolby-Kneski, but I have a deep and abiding love for science. Just like you.
Buttering me up. Very old tactic, but occasionally effective. Speak more.
I once even composed a brief song in honor of science.
All the world should be deep in love and science. Study, 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 study from DNA to fire.
Ants?
Ants!
Touching.
Yes, you should hear it in the round. But Mrs. Kolby-Kneski, I must confess to another great love. For my dog, Copernicus.
Copernicus, Copernicus, you've always been a lovely mutt. Copernicus, Copernicus, you're loyal from your nose to your butt.
Would make a stunning opera, I'm thinking. Regardless, Amanda, does all this have a point?
Of course. You see, the point is that my dog Copernicus was...
It's not time yet. Keep it working through it, though.
Slowly, slowly. You'll know when it's right.
Because of my aforementioned profound affection for science, I started an experiment in genetic engineering months ago. As my subjects, I used laboratory mice.
The white ones with the pink eyes?
Of course.
I must say, she really does have my attention now. Speak more, my lass.
I worked with 15 mice, all derived from essentially the same gene pool. I observed them carefully for over a month, taking note of slight behavioral differences. Number 15, for instance, seemed to have a propensity for nibbling on the left side of its mouth. Number 3 had a slight twitch, perhaps an indication of a birth defect. And the vocalization of mouse number 10, while rare, was quite unique, higher and more shrill than the others. Eventually, I learned the personal quirks of every individual mouse before proceeding to the next phase of my experiment.
And you documented these idiosyncrasies, I assume?
Of course, I publish my findings daily on my mouse weblog. My blog, Mom.
Commendable.
Copernicus, of course, my dog, was fascinated as well by the experiment, but not for scientific reasons, I'm afraid. He, being a dog, thought of them as potential playthings.
Whoa!
No, Copernicus, don't bark at them.
Whoa!
Eventually, I had to banish her from my laboratory, from my room. No, puppy. Ow! This was very difficult for me as it seemed that I was prioritizing one love over the other. But I always felt that once my experiment was over, I would be able to make it up to Copernicus. That is until I can't even think about it.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak.
You're right. I'll do it for him. For Copernicus. My goal was to observe how various genetically altered foods might have an effect on the laboratory mice. I carefully researched various items from the supermarket shelf and combined them to enhance what I hypothesized might have observable variations in the mice's behavior patterns. I have to admit that eventually my experimentation became so engrossing that I thought about virtually nothing else. Nourishment.
Amanda, supper's ready.
Later. Rest.
Amanda, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Go to bed.
Soon. Social functions.
Amanda, the phone's for you. I think it's that boy you've had a crush on since 2nd grade.
Tell him I've become a nun. Even personal safety.
Amanda, a tornado has destroyed 6 houses on our block and is headed right for us.
It's fine, we're not in Kansas. See, none of it mattered. Even my very own most important companion.
Amanda, the dog's been whining at your door for 3 days.
Throw him the biscuit and tell him to play dead. I was so fascinated by my experiment that I thought about nothing else.
I know exactly how you feel, Amanda. Science can be a cruel, seductive, demanding master. How well I know. How very well I know. How he can take you and wrap you in his arms and just...
Mrs. Kobe-Knesky.
Yeah?
You're scaring the mice.
Oh! Yes, the experiment. How did that proceed?
Extremely well, that was the problem. If only I had failed, I would have never become so unbalanced, so blinded. Anyway, yes, the results were fascinating. After feeding the mice a combination of genetically enhanced tomato, corn, and a heavy dose of mercury-tainted tuna, number 15's tendency to chew on the left side shifted to the right. In addition, after the same feeding, number 3 not only stopped twitching, but actually became unusually graceful.
I must say, if this girl only 30 or so years older, I may be inclined to making her my research assistant.
With other alterations in diet, all forms of sustenance, heavy and genetically engineered products, I found I could cause all sorts of variations in the mice's behavior patterns. Number 10, for instance, whose innate vocalizations could, to borrow the cliche, make, hate, peel, after a 3-day diet consisting solely of Twinkies and twice great super-producing brown rice, would emit a new sound of entirely different character.
Squeak!
No wonder you were so absorbed by your work.
If that were true, Mrs. Kobe-Knesky, as my experiment progressed, the one thought that kept driving me forward was this. She, meaning you, is going to really like me when I show her these results. I'm going to get the first A+ in the history of Mrs. Kobe-Knesky's class. Maybe I got a bit carried away.
A tad, but once I see your write-up and your videotape,
Only 47 hours worth, ma'am.
fantastic. I was wondering how I might spend the leisure hours of my weekend. Amanda, once I receive these materials from you, I may be inclined to...
Ma'am, I'm not quite done with my account. I must include the most important part of my chronicle. What happened yesterday afternoon?
Yesterday?
Yes, the penultimate day before my project for you was due. I made 2 mistakes. 2 fateful and fatal mistakes.
Yes?
Yesterday I...
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Oh, for crying out loud, stop the mouse talk. I'm a human being.
Be strong, Amanda. Thank you. You can do this. It's time.
Now is a moment of courage.
We're with you. Backing up. Right over here. As mice.
You see, yesterday I let my hubris get the best of me.
Oh no, Please do not tell me that you...
Yes, I became reckless. I took all of the food I had previously been doling out to the mice. All of it, enhanced and altered that as was, and I threw it in the cage.
Oh my.
I know, it was a moment of insanity. Not only that, I was so whimsical and foolish as to leave the room. To leave the mice alone for hours because I wanted the surprise. Can you imagine the surprise of seeing how they would behave when I returned? And in addition...
There's more?
To my eternal shame, yes, there is more. I ran from the room and accidentally left the door ajar. Copernicus got in.
No!
Yes. As to the precise consequences of my scientifically despicable behavior, I cannot say for certain. I could only deduce the story based on the carnage I later found.
Carnage? Carnage?
Carnage. Apparently, my hastily concocted cocktail of DNA-enhanced mouse fodder had an extraordinary, horrible effect upon my subjects. Within the brief time I left them, they morphed from innocuous, wild laboratory animals into the mammalian equivalent of giant, muscular, voracious piranha. Somehow, in his canine enthusiasm, Copernicus must have latched the door behind him. Can you imagine, Mrs. Kopniewski, his horror, his terror at being trapped in that room with these hulking, hungry, Schwarzenegger-like mice?
Surely, Amanda, the cage was adequate to contain them all. Surely they did not escape.
Adequate to contain 17 average, might I say even cute and cuddly white mice with attractive pink eyes, yes. Surely it was adequate for that. But surely it was not adequate to contain 17 genetically mutated laboratory monsters. They did escape. With their food supply exhausted and their sense of smell in hand, and a bloodlust coursing through their bodies, these monsters focused on...
Whoa! Copernicus! Good heavens!
Good heavens, indeed. There's one more thing. The mice, apparently the dose of food I administered to them, along with a sudden violent feeding frenzy, it overloaded their systems and they all died. So now you can understand, Mrs. Kolbikneski, why I had such a terrible night last night. After witnessing that awful scene of death, disappointment, heartache, and destruction, I couldn't stop vomiting.
Vomiting?
Crying and vomiting simultaneously. Not pleasant.
I should say not.
I come to you this morning with the hopes that you, as a fellow avid scientist, can extend me that once in a 20-year exemption to your no excuses policy. I need an extension, Mrs. Kolbikneski, because in fact, my homework ate my dog.
Well, this is by far one of the most interesting cases I've encountered in a long time. I must proceed with caution. Amanda, I find your story compelling.
Thank you, ma'am.
Touching.
Bless you, ma'am.
Imaginative.
I thank you again, though by imaginative, I hope you don't mean that I...
And quite clever. Your homework ate your dog.
I didn't make it...
But I find myself weighing the question. Should I honor the student who is creative, imaginative, clever, and touching and compassionate in her reasons why she is not prepared?
But I didn't make it...
Or should I reward the person who may exhibit none of those qualities, but is simply prepared? I weigh and I weigh and I weigh again. But in the end, I must favor the prepared.
Mrs. Kolbikneski, I implore you.
You implore me, I implore you. Explore the door. The answer is no.
She probably didn't get enough dates in high school or something. I know, right?
Can you see? Can you see how this day of all days brings me so much joy? I, Deborah Kowakinowski, have withstood all of the excuses. I Rule. What? What is this? Time is up. Enter. Amanda, I thought I made my point when I...
Mrs. Kovachneski, just to show you how much I respect you and do not hold a grudge, I have brought you a donation for science.
Oh no.
Really? How noble and thoughtful of you. Put it right there.
I'll be going now. See you in class,
I
ma'am.
think it's a dog's
Yes,
head.
yes you will. Did I not say this was Christmas? No, ticking. A good sign. Oh my, what a disturbing yet amazing sight. How the bone has been stripped clean as if gnawed by voracious rodents. And the half-consumed forepaw of what was once a cherished pet. And the eye sockets with still attached flesh. What an amazing scientific discovery. And could it be the collar still around his neck, embossed with the name Copernicus? So poignant, so disgusting, so...
God, I'm gonna fail. My parents are gonna be so disappointed. They're gonna send me to China and I'm gonna be working at a cookie factory. Man, I'm gonna fail for sure.
Yeah, me too.
This is going to kill my grades.
I tried, but there is no way I can get it done.
Hey, where's Mrs. K? I just saw her running down the hallway with this box in her hand. She looked sick, like she was...
Vomiting.
Yeah, like that.
Attention, please. This announcement is for all of Mrs. Kovachneski's science classes. Mrs. Kovachneski has suddenly taken ill and will not be in attendance today. Please proceed to the library where you will watch a Disney film.